Hello and welcome to another Mine vs Craft video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a new thing where I take things from real life and, I put them into Minecraft. Because I personally love learning and I also love Minecraft. But learning can sometimes get a bit boring, whereas Minecraft tends not to. So if I can learn through Minecraft, then show my learning to you guys, it's a win-win. At the end of this video, there will be a little challenge, and the winner of the challenge will get their entry put in the next video. So I hope you enjoy, and if you do, make sure to like and subscribe so I know to do more of these. We probably all know what that picture was, but what did we do before we had YouTube? Oh yeah, that's right, we watched the TV. But how do they work? Well, in 1862, the first image was transmitted through wires. As you can tell, we're going for a timeline first. This was a big discovery using a pantelegraph, and I don't know what that means either. Then, in 1900, the first International Congress of Electricity, but in the Minecraft world, Redstone, was held. You can see that if we place our payment there, we get a token and a book. The book's called Television, and if we read it, we'll see that, my mic cut out, but I've sorted it all, so yeah, it's all good. Just a rusty editor. In Paris, the world's first International Congress of Electricity was held, but you already know that. This is when people first started using the word television. Ironically, there's still no such thing in the TV in the world. Soon after, massive progress is made on televisions. Inventors began to attempt to create the common household device using Paul Nipkow's rotating disc, or the ray tube. You'll be astounded to find out how the first TV was made. This is Boris Rosen, and this is what he has to say. Hi, I'm Boris Rosen, living in 1906, and I invented the first television. I combined a Nipkow disc with a ray tube and built the first working TV system. So yeah, in 1906 the first TV was made, and everyone kind of went crazy about it. In 1930, the BBC started doing television programmes regularly, but there was still not that much colour, so it wouldn't have actually looked like this. Also, by the way, this took me ages to make, so make sure you hit that like button so that it was worth it. In 1967, most TVs were using colours. But now, in the present day, as you can see, it's almost all colour. There's barely any black and white TVs. I just want to say, this is concrete powder being pushed up off water using solar sand. And there must be over 250 pieces of concrete powder in there. And it caused my computer some massive lag. As you can see, the frames per second are really suffering. So I think before we continue, we're going to have to break this. And one or two of the pieces will turn to concrete as they hit the water. But the rest, I'm curious to see what will happen. Oh, did you see that massive break? That was really, really cool. So that's some more concrete powder, and here we have concrete. Blue looks like it made it. Oh, and yellow. Blue and yellow were the two that got turned into concrete by the water. So yeah, now we're going to have a look at how the television works, and then the challenge. Here is a television. I was going to fill it in all randomly, but it got really tedious. But televisions only actually emit I'm talking Minecraft now, pixels of 3 colours, red, blue and green. But our eyes can see this all as all the different colours. It's actually lots of still images. So if you've ever made a stop motion animation, you'll know that is basically what a TV is, except there's loads of images per second. So instead of the whole thing moving, maybe one of these blocks would move per frame, and there would be loads of those frames per second. So my challenge to you is to make a stop motion animation. It can be of almost anything you want, but there is a twist. You have to make it as lifelike as possible. You can't make it so there are massive jumps or so that it's barely any frames per second. You have to have at least, let's say, 12 frames per second. So instead of, say it's a block moving, instead of those big moves, you need these little moves to make it look more realistic, but just at a faster pace. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.